Hi, hello, and welcome everyone. Welcome back to another reaction of Doctor Who. Today we're going to be watching episode number 6 of series 15. It feels so weird to push the record buttons when you know it's only going to be 3 more times and then we're going to be done with a series that lasted 4 years on my channel. This weird feeling, it just won't go away. If anything, it gets freakier and harder every single week. Oh, and by the way, today I do have a special companion who's watching the show with me ever since I got out of bed this morning, which was like half an hour ago. She has been by my side like a shadow. She's following me everywhere and she's sitting next to me at the moment, purring her heart out down there, wanting to hop onto my lap and being pet, which I can't do while I'm recording, obviously. I just want to get her up here and say hello real quick. So, hi. Hi, you. Hi, you. Do you want to say hello to the people? Hello? Hello, people? Yeah, no, don't climb on my shoulder. She's a shoulder climber. She really loves that. Say hello to the people, sweet. Hi, people. Hi, people. Hi. Can you hear that? Cat ASMR while reacting. Oh, you. Oh, you. Okay. Oh, good. You can go now, you bundle of joy. Okay. Oh, now you're licking my arm like a dog and you want to hide. Oh, yeah. Okay. So there you go. That's her. She's still sitting next to my foot at the moment, purring so freaking much. I hope that you were able to hear it through the microphone because it sounds so freaking cute. Okay, Doctor Who. She completely distracted me. For a second there, I completely forgot what I planned to do, what I was doing here. Oh, there's the other cat, Luna. Wait a minute, this way. Luna, say hi. Say hi to the people. Both cats making an appearance in my reaction today, because usually they don't care. They are not even close to me. But I guess a reason for both of them being here today is because both of them don't like what I fed them this morning. And usually when they don't like what they got, they try to get on my nerves as much as possible, hoping I will change their food, which I never do. But somehow they still believe it. Even after, like, it's almost like 12 years now that we got them. And they still believe that, even though I didn't do that once. But I don't know, it's just cats. Okay, so back to Doctor Who. This is why we're here. Last week's episode. I don't know why, and I still don't really understand it, although I have read all the Patreon comments that I got about last week's episode, and many people, even on YouTube, I got a comment saying that they really, really liked last week's episode. And I tried to understand it. I got some explanations of you, and thank you so much for that, because it helps me understanding, or at least trying to. But for some reason, I don't know, maybe it's just a personal matter at this point. Got a comment, for example, saying that it is better on the second watch, which I did while editing the video. Maybe it's not the best time to watch the episode a second time because I hate editing. So even if it were the best Doctor Who episode ever and I had to rewatch it while editing, I'd probably like it a little less due to me hating editing. So I guess if I don't like an episode that much and I have to edit it, it makes it even worse. So maybe it's gonna be better on the third try watching it, because then I'm gonna be on the couch in the living room, cozy and wrapped up in my blanket and watching it with my fiance on the big television screen. Maybe that is gonna be the time where I realize, okay, that episode really is better than I thought. I guess it could happen. It happened before with other episodes. But as of now, I didn't really change my opinion about it, although I really understand, like, the people who try to explain to me why they do like the episode. I really understood their reasonings. It's just that it somehow didn't change my perception of it. And for some reason, the people on Patreon didn't really have that much of a problem with the mixture of the ancient history and the sci-fi stuff. Maybe that's another personal problem of mine. Long story short, I seem to be one of the few people who do not really like the episode, and most of the other people do, which is totally fine. Happened on Doctor Who so many times before, and will probably happen again with the new episodes. I can't wait to watch if they ever will be presented to us on screen. Oh my gosh, we're gonna be able to watch it together with you. Episodes in the future. Oh, by the way, I got a comment, and not only one, I got more than one comment, but one on YouTube especially from a member asking me whether I am going to react to the spin-off that is going to air in 2026. And my short answer for that is, I don't know. And I'm sorry for that, but it depends on so many things. First of all, depends on what kind of spin-off is it. I didn't really look much into it, like not at all, to be honest, because I didn't want to get spoiled about anything Doctor Who related. So I don't know what it is about exactly. I don't know how many episodes it will have. I don't know how long the episodes are going to be. I don't know how many episodes will air in a week or in a month. Those are all variables that could change my perception and my decision regarding reacting to it. So we'll just have to wait and see. Also, what I don't know is, where am I going to be in 2026? Will I still work for the same company? Will the workload have died down to a normal level and I won't have to work 50 hours in a week anymore? Like, only in the first 2 weeks of a month, but that's 2 out of 4 weeks, which is already enough. So I don't know that. I don't know how my health is going to be. I don't know how my new channel is going to be. Like, there are so many variables, and I just don't want to make any promises for now. Also, I have made a decision. I am going to react to these backstage things and all of the specials that I got from my patrons. I'm going to react to those, and I am going to upload them on YouTube, on my channel here, for free for everyone to watch. I've thought about it so much, because my first thought was that I did want to make it a special for my patrons and for the YouTube members who were there for me all the time. But then again, I don't want to keep on charging people for content that will, like, it's not gonna be this thing where I upload an episode every single week. It's not gonna be that. I don't know how many episodes or how many videos I'm gonna upload in a month. And if there's a month where I am only able to upload one video, I don't want to charge people for that. I don't want people to pay and have an expectation of a certain amount of videos that they will get for their money. I just don't want to do that. It feels like scamming people. And I don't want to put the pressure on myself as well. Like, I had it for the last 4 years, which I'm not complaining. I did this to myself. I just want to explain. Like, having the pressure, if you have a channel like this, to have a video up there every single Saturday, you know exactly when Sunday comes, I have to record the video today, and no matter how much work I'll have or how I feel during the week, this next week, from Monday to Friday, I will have to edit not only the Patreon version, made the thumbnail and edited the YouTube version, but also replying to comments, which in the last weeks I didn't have any time to do. But it's like this pressure, and then you're in this cycle from Monday to Friday. Every single day you take an hour after you have worked 8 hours already. You take another hour to edit and to do all the stuff that you need to do, only then to arrive on Saturday and be really happy when the video airs and you like read the Patreon comments, only for the cycle to renew the next day already. And there's this constant pressure, and it's been like that for 4 years. every single week, over and over and over again, every single week. And I don't want to do that to myself anymore. With my new channel, it's going to be like, okay, I will probably upload 2 to 3 videos a week. But if there's going to be a week with only 1 video, it's completely fine, because I won't have strict times anymore when to upload. I've learned that during those last 4 years, because that's not a good thing. For my mental health, for my physical health, pressure is never a good thing. So I decided to take the pressure off of these backstage reactions, extra material reactions. I am going to release them on YouTube for free for everyone to watch, so patrons can get off of the subscription. They won't have to pay any more money. I mean, if they still want to continue paying because they do want to support me without getting any content, just for the support, that's completely fine, even YouTube members. But just so you know, there won't be anything, especially for people who are paying to see anything. There won't. Everything else is going to be for free, except of if I decide to watch another TV show in the future, or the spin-off, or new Doctor Who episodes, because those are gonna air exactly like the Doctor Who episodes right now. The same system, YouTube members, Patreon members, YouTube free content. Okay, now I've explained myself. Back to Doctor Who. I'm sorry, but it needed to be said. We have to get things straight before we start this new era that's about to begin, which is exciting but also frightening, to be honest. Okay, so what else? For everyone, before I get into the episode, I know there's going to be a post-credit scene or mid-credit scene. What's a mid-credit scene, by the way? Some people told me it's a mid-credit scene. Wait. I know that there is a scene when the episode ended. There's going to be like a few more seconds of a scene. Oh my gosh, my brain's not working. Also, I do have certain hopes for this episode today, because I know, or I think I know, that because Doctor Who has 99% of the time has always done it like that, like having a 2-part finale, and I hope it's going to be a 2-part finale. So I do have a wish for this episode. Before everything goes really dark and we're probably going to lose the Ncuti Doctor, and everything's gonna go to shit and just crumble right before our eyes, I want to have a little bit of fun. Make this episode happy, make this episode wholesome, make it feel good in some way, make it be hilarious, make it be an episode that just gives me entertainment instead of drama. I just want to feel good this week. I just want to distract myself from what is about to happen next week, probably, and want to have a good time. That's all I'm asking for. One tiny thing that I've read in the Patreon comments that was really weird reading, because when I watched a certain scene that the person was talking about, I already kind of felt weird. And I'm talking about the scene with the little girl in the last episode, when Belinda was walking through the streets and all of a sudden there was this little girl, and all I said was like, oh, that's such a cutie. But it kind, like, the scene to me kind of felt strange, misplaced in a good way, because it felt as if it wanted to hint to something, because it felt so misplaced. The only reason for it to be there would be to serve a higher purpose, other than just being a scene in this episode. And I got a Patreon comment that told me that I indeed saw this girl before. So, you know me and my brain or my memories when it comes to remembering certain people, and even though I feel as if I should remember a little girl that I have seen before, I really don't. The only thing my brain went to is the little boy that I saw in the musical episode, which is strange that we got a little boy in the little girl. Maybe it's just a coincidence, I don't know. But I really couldn't tell you who that little girl was. I don't. And if it's a spoiler for the finale, don't tell me. I just want to enjoy being stupid, not remembering stuff, because that's usually the way I watch things. But thanks for the Patreon comment. It was just enough of a hint to make me feel curious, but it didn't really give away anything, which is the kind of hints that I really appreciate. Like, by the way, there is something that you kind of missed, but I don't want to really tell you what it was. Just a little hint in the right direction. So thank you so much for that comment. I'm gonna continue trying to think about another little girl that I saw in another episode, but all I can come up with at the moment is the little boy from the musical episode, which, yeah, I guess it has nothing to do with her, probably. I don't know. Might as well be. That said, I'd say let's get into the next episode, shall we? Okay. Oh, whoa. What's that? What's going on? Okay. So many people. Wow, look at that. Even up there? And the TARDIS. Okay. We got a lounge space.
All we need is 2 minutes.
Yeah, 2 minutes only.
Interstellar Song Contest!
That would be a really cool event indeed. Even better than Eurovision. Because we, like in Europe, for everyone from the US who doesn't know that, we do have Eurovision where every single country from Europe has a singer that performs a song, and then Europe votes which one is the best. Which in the last years, well, there's been many scandals, and it's not really about the music anymore, like not only, which is a pity, but it's a really, really cool concert to watch on television.
Right, everyone, here we go. Bit of focus, please. Tight up.
And I guess make it Interstellar would be even better.
Live across the entire Western Galactic Arc.
Wow, look at that. Must be so difficult to set that up and stream it to the whole universe. I guess they have better internet connection on their planets than we do in Germany.
It is sweet, rich, and decadent as the real thing.
Oh, hello! Look who's there.
Poppy Honey, the galaxy's favorite.
Poppy Honey.
As
Oh,
long as I brushed my teeth and got into my pajamas.
that's so cute.
I knew that you would enjoy it finally being with me.
Not for long, I guess.
It's
It's too late now, they've missed it.
I guess they're gonna stay for more than just 2 minutes.
I said I'm sorry. It's more than that, Mike. Don't take anything I do seriously.
Oh.
Would you do your job and get those people out, please?
Phase 1 activated.
What does that mean?
How does that help?
I mean,
What am I supposed to do now?
you could have just talked to them. The doctor wouldn't have minded to
It's phase 1.
find another place, maybe?
I'm phase 1.
What? It's the same species as
Everyone,
that one girl. Uh-oh.
Should we say hello to some contestants? Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, the show must go on.
Although it's a shame they're gonna miss the
Is she in on it as well? Oh yeah, seems like it. What are we trying to do though?
Phase 2.
The only thing I can think of is like
How benevolent of you, baby.
getting a message out there when everyone's watching. That's the only thing I can think of. It's not gonna be about money.
can you light us all?
That jump. What are we trying to do? See? This is why it would be so cool to have an interstellar version of the Eurovision. So exciting. Okay, I guess now everyone knows that something is going on.
Is that part of the show?
No. What is happening though? It sounds like something's shifting.
Do you know my favorite kind of music?
Silence. Oh. Oh my god, can he still grab the TARDIS? Somehow? That is horrible. Why would you do that? What are you getting out of this? Why? Oh my gosh.
Doctor,
Oh my god. I feel so sick to my stomach right now.
the dress rehearsal. is
Those
still broadcasting.
visuals made me sick.
You're monsters.
Yeah,
That's
you
what
are.
people have said to me my whole life.
Oh yeah, 'cause you. You are the victim in this.
You're doing the things you expect of me.
Oh, come on. None of those people in there. Like,
We're
not
into
none,
phase 3.
but they were innocent people. You just wanted to watch a song contest.
It's called a delta wave.
What does this do? By the way, where's our neighbor? Is she out in space as well? We didn't see her.
Absolute best.
She could stay frozen in space. I'd have no problem with that one. Finale cancelled. Everything's gonna be fine next week. Oh, come on, we're streaming Brain Rot now.
Hey, you're alive. You're
Yeah.
alive.
You're not out there.
Belinda. Nice name, Belinda.
I love that she's got somebody.
And I never got to tell him.
You will be able to tell him. Oh man. So much for the hilarious, heartwarming episode before we get into the real deal next week.
And calibrating.
Why am I still trying?
What's so special? Shut it. We're doing this for Helia.
Who's Helia? Who's Helia? Where's the TARDIS? Is it close to the Doctor? Could it not teleport the Doctor into the TARDIS? I mean, it's capable of doing that. We know so.
Go back.
What? Is that a former companion of his? Confetti cannon?
What's he doing?
How will that help us? Oh! I mean, we might as well. Oh, I thought he would try and find the TARDIS. Wow, that was calculated pretty precisely. Like, look at that. There we go. He made it. The one guy we need, and he's here. And he's back.
Did I just fly through space on a confetti cannon?
Yeah, you did.
When a body's plunged into freezing water, life signs get suspended, but they can be
Yeah.
revived.
Yeah, I knew that. I knew that. It's probably common knowledge. Yeah.
You'd need to be some sort of insane genius.
Well.
Hello. I'm the Doctor.
I mean, first of all, we should get into this room.
Which is?
Fluorescent Bevier.
Oh my gosh, the brain rot thing's still playing.
It's going to blow their minds.
What kind of psychos are you? What the heck? What are you even trying to achieve? I don't understand. Oh, can we please stop that? My earphones are really, really loud now. Oh my gosh. Okay, it's over. It was so loud, I still heard it when I had them out of my ear and so far away from my ear. Oh my gosh, there's a beeping sound. That's so annoying. Oh, thank God. Oh, silence.
Yeah, just about. I love you.
Aww.
How many people are watching the song contest?
3 trillion.
3 trillion.
It will kill every single person watching.
We gotta get into this room. But why though?
Yeah, people say that a lot. About species they don't understand.
True. She's the one on the poster, right?
You know your stuff. That's my boy.
The Interstellar Song Contest now spans
I know that I
entire universe.
know him. I'm trying to remember which episode it was though, and I can't. Face memory. Stupid.
Belinda would have loved this.
She's not out there. She's somewhere close to you. You should be able to find her.
Someone's interfering with
Uh-huh.
systems.
It's Crazy Boy.
I recommend you stop that right now, sweetheart.
We are gonna stop that, sweetheart.
My name
We're gonna stop you. Yeah, he's alive. Oh, she knows.
The last of the Time Lords.
Good name for a band.
It's true. It's true.
And you can run and hide and whimper all you like, but I will find you. So I will cast your body out into the void and watch you freeze to death.
That's
Not him.
not him.
No. That's not him. I mean, it's not that I don't agree with him, but the Doctor usually doesn't go for the kill.
Find and execute. Immediately.
Must have something to do with that woman that he's seeing.
How do you know so much about Hellions, Cora?
Because I'm one of those people.
I'm one of them.
Oh. Oh. Wait, who did that? Did you do that to yourself or did somebody do that to you?
I treated like a scum right across the galaxy. Did you cut your horns off yourself?
Exactly my question.
I was.
Oh, shit.
To harvest their help on me.
Oh.
It's for that.
It's for what? Shoot, I didn't get that. For the honey. What?
So Kid blames the corporation, and the corporation sponsors the contest. Do you think you could stop him?
So why not go behind the people who are at the top of that company instead of all those innocent beings? Fast and easy.
I had an expert in triangulation.
That's me.
Uh-oh.
I like you.
I triangulated something yesterday. I'm an expert too. I did it on No Man's Sky.
You lied to me, Cora. I'm telling you. If I get this done, you're on your own.
At least she didn't kill millions of people. Why not go after the people who did that to you instead of all those innocent beings?
You really should stop.
Yeah, you should.
If you insist.
It's a hologram.
Big mistake.
That's a real one.
In which case, a hologram can hurt.
Oh, the glove is back. Oh, are we afraid? Wow. He's torturing somebody. Where's all that pain coming from? Who is that lady? And where's Belinda? Because she needs to stop the Doctor. Oh, thank God. Yeah. This is not you. What made you do that? You were supposed to be the doctor with the fresh start. The one who was always seeing things from the positive side, the one who's not
Override. Default to schematics.
being followed by the shadow of its own history. But somehow you still are you?
What have you ever done, Cora?
Well,
Except hide.
you would have had a platform today to do that. Tell everyone. 3 trillion people would have watched your message. You could have just told them.
See you again, Doctor. I'll be ready.
Like the doctor said, that was just an excuse.
Believe me, that eyesight you put in my heart, I think it's still there.
Was that him though? I mean, yeah, he saw that lady for the very first time when he was on ice in space, when he was freezing. But
But what do we do? It still isn't over. There's still 100,000 people out there.
that's not what this is all about. That was just a symptom of something deeper. And I really know what it is, what is behind that story. Who is that woman?
I had a hologram expert.
Oh,
Can you do that, Gary? I'd do anything for you.
oh. I really, really like him. Also his boyfriend. They're really cute together.
I'll do anything for you.
Oh. Yes. It worked.
You came back from the dead.
Sums up my career.
Now, can you do that 100,000 times?
Yeah, it's gonna take a while though. How many days do we need for all of them? Yeah, that's way faster. I love how much she's enjoying it.
With all 3 trillion of you watching, I give to you Cora Simbavu.
No pressure though. Well, I guess she's a pro.
This is a song the corporation tried to hide. The song of my home planet, Helia.
See, this is a message that you sent out.
To remind us of the world that we lost.
Yes.
It's history. I tore my worry.
See, this is how you send a fucking message to the world. Oh.
12 points, Doctor.
12 points.
Turns out it was my rise like a phoenix.
Rise like a phoenix. Oh, that was a really good song as well.
The death of 3 trillion people triggered me and made me think of my own planet. Every last time, Lord.
Yeah. Oh, he's explaining? No, of course he's not. Of course he's not. Would take away from the mystery.
And get me back to planet Earth.
Planet Earth.
Aw, she sees him.
Poor old Earth died many years ago.
Why?
Ended.
Why?
Ended how?
Yeah, well, how?
It is said the planet disintegrated into rock and dust and ashes. Cause? Unknown.
How is it unknown? How is it unknown? Somebody must know.
I am gonna save your home.
Or not. Yeah. That's never a good sign. Post-credit scene. I know, but...
Here we go.
Damn it! She was the last one.
And I'm a nurse.
Where is he gone? The doctor.
Yeah, he's gone for good.
I'm afraid my double brainstem froze. Time, lady. Think of some famous last words. Let battle begin.
A Rani, while I'm the Rani. Oh, I will bring him absolute terror. That's what I said.
What is going on with the writer of this show? With the writers of this show? How are they doing this to me twice in one episode? My jaw was already on the floor when the TARDIS exploded. And then they give in this post-credit scene with the neighbor splitting into two Time Lords because she has two brain stems. And first, when she said that, I'm like, the Master? But she has those two different names, so I guess it's not the Master. It's somebody else. And all I'm remembering from the names is one starts with A and one starts with B. With the definitive article, whatever she said there. Oh my gosh, I'm not so good with the grammar, neither in German or in English, so yeah. But... what the heck is going on? How do I even start this review now? Like, am I going to start at the very end of the episode? Because how am I going to talk about what's happened in the episode now when the end ends are this? Okay, let's sort our thoughts one by one. First ending scene. No. Yes. I'm just... my brain's fighting. I'm going to start with the episode and I'm going to start with the end. But I want to start with the end because I don't want to forget what I want to say. So I'm going to start with the end. The end. First of all, I still don't know from which episode or where we have seen that a man before. And I'm sorry. I know that I know him. I know his face is familiar, but I still can't remember. And I hope my Patreons will help me with that once I'm going to know next week. However, he said the Earth just evaporized. Just like that. Just like that. Like, and still, after all that time, they don't know why or how that happened. I mean, for their own sake, for the sake of all the other planets, they should have investigated what happened if they didn't want the same to happen to their planets. So why did no one investigate? Or did they investigate and they just couldn't find anything? Like, how is the cause not known at this point in time? How's it just like, yeah, there was a whole planet and it just evaporated in a few seconds and we have no clue why. We just accepted it for what it was. Like, and went on with life. Hoping it will never happen to our planet, since we don't know the cause. It could as well, but yeah. Like, what? Okay. We already had the knowledge, like the general knowledge of, okay, the Earth evaporated, it happened pretty fast, it's gone. So that didn't really shock me, because like the only thing that really shocked me is that they didn't know the cause of. But that might also just be, or is probably, a thing the writers did, so it remains a mystery until next week, which I understand. In the real world, like I just explained it right now, it doesn't really make sense that they don't know, but I understand it in the context of the episodes and keeping the mystery to the finale. I get that. So it's not a flaw that I'm angry about or anything. Then we get into the TARDIS, because all of a sudden we're panicking about what could happen to the Earth, or we know, which is another thing that I didn't really get, because we already knew, not only us as a viewer, but already the Doctor and Belinda, they already knew that this would, like, that something would happen that destroy the Earth. So why the panic when they heard it the second or third time? All of a sudden they're like, oh my gosh, now we gotta do something. It's like they just forgot I don't know. Again, this just a me thing. I don't hold it against the episode. I just want to point it out. So then we're in the TARDIS panicking, and we're trying to get to Earth, I guess. And there goes the cloister bells. All of a sudden, really loud alarm, red light in the room, cloister bells ringing. And we know, okay, this is not gonna end well. And then camera turns to the TARDIS door and all we see is an explosion. So we know, usually, nothing can enter the TARDIS. I say usually because we've had 1 or 2 occasions before over all those series that we've had on Doctor Who where entities were able to enter the TARDIS, but usually nothing can enter the TARDIS if it's not invited. So it might as well be that there was just so much pressure on the TARDIS door that it imploded, but the actual TARDIS wasn't destroyed. Just the door was destroyed, but the fire or the explosion couldn't get into the TARDIS. Watching the scene, it feels as if the TARDIS exploded in its entirety, but I think it was just the outside, just the door, the pressure from the outside. So I think we are still fine in there. But nonetheless, in the first second that I saw the explosion, I'm like, oh my freaking god, what the actual is happening? Then 2 seconds of music in the background, my brain still hung up on that scene, and we changed the scene to this lovely couple from that episode who I adore them. I want to have them in the next episode. I want to see them again. I really, really liked them. Both of them. And also they were so nice together and cute. And I like them really very much. So yeah, they rescued a neighbor. And it seemed as one of the last ones. So I'm like, well, we could have stopped right then and there. We didn't have to do that. Like, we could have stopped it. We had the opportunity. Think about it. We had the opportunity not to do. And by the way, is that a flaw or maybe a paradox or maybe just me that, like, if we wouldn't have rescued the neighbor, which happened after the scene with the TARDIS exploding and the one man telling us the Earth is gone, evaporated. At that point in time, she was still out in space, frozen. So, did the future... this is really hard for me to explain, but did the future already know that she will be rescued? Because like I said, I'm trying to tell it in an easier way. Okay, so... we listen to the guy, he says, Earth is gone. Get into the TARDIS explodes. All of that happens while the neighbor is out there frozen. So while she's frozen and we don't know whether she will be rescued or not, and I guess she's the cause for the Earth to evaporate, it shouldn't have happened. Oh, wait, did it? Okay, now my brain's fried, because somehow my brain thought, okay, it is about to happen in the finale. Oh my gosh. So at that point in time when the guy told us the Earth is destroyed, it wouldn't be true yet because we didn't know whether the neighbor would have been saved from space or not. But then again, it already happened, although it's going to happen in our timeline next week or the week after next week in the future. Oh my gosh, my brain's fried right now. So of course he said that, although we didn't know whether the neighbor survived or not, because in their timeline it already happened, even though in ours it didn't. But then again, it won't. I mean, no matter how the other 2 episodes are going to end and whether the Doctor dies or not, we know the Earth won't be destroyed. We know that it won't happen and the Earth is going to continue to exist. So that future guy was wrong about what he was telling us, although in his timeline it already happened, when in our timeline it will never happen. It happened, yes, because we went to the future and it happened. But in reality, in the real timeline, it will never happen. Oh my gosh, what is this show doing to me? I'm completely confused at this point in time. And when I started the argument, I didn't even think about all of those implications. I completely confused myself at this point. And I'm sorry if you're not able to follow my what the heck? whatever, you know what I mean. I'm sorry if you weren't able to follow because I'm all over the place right now. This is how I feel. I will have to collect my brain after filming this episode, reviewing this episode. I will have to collect my thoughts and everything and try and get everything together. But this is so completely freaked in my mind, and I don't know why, because we've seen like 15 episodes and 15 series of Doctor Who before, and we've had all of this time travel stuff before. Why is it so confusing to me now? Weird. It is a paradox, because how is the guy telling us that it happened when we know it will not happen because the doctor will prevent it, even if it means for him to die, but it will not happen. So how did it happen in the future already? Shouldn't that future be erased the moment we prevent it from happening? But since we didn't do that yet, the future isn't erased yet. So this is why he told us. Maybe that's it. Still confused. Okay, so what was my point in the first place? Now I've completely lost track of what I was about to say. You guys, what's this show doing to me? Okay, yeah, I completely forgot what I wanted to say. But let's get back to the neighbor. So she split in two pieces. Now she's a younger version of herself and an older version of herself, or like two different, like she's a time lady. She said that. So where's she coming from all of a sudden? I always thought she's a god, but she's not. She's a time lady. So that explains why she was able to travel everywhere that the doctor was able to travel. But shouldn't she have a TARDIS in order for that to work? Like, the Time Lords traveled with TARDISes, right? They can't just travel with the snap of a finger, for example. So where's her TARDIS? We've never seen that. I mean, yeah, of course they wouldn't show us because they didn't want us to know that she's a time lady. Also, where's she coming from all of a sudden? The only one we know is the Master. And by the way, that new neighbor lady, she looks, and also the older one, they both have kind of the same look to the Master when the Master was a woman. Like this more snobby, posh version with the black hair. I don't know. Maybe it's just a me thing. But she kind of reminds me of the Master back then, when the Master was a woman. So now we have two very evil entities who do want to destroy the Master. Yeah, the Doctor. Next episode. Oh wow, how's that gonna go? I don't even want to start watching the next episode because I don't want to see him go. I'm gonna be so sad. I'm gonna cry and everything. But we're not gonna go there yet. No tears yet. We've had enough tears already today, which is another thing that I want to talk about, because I wished for a happy episode. I wanted to laugh. I wanted to have something wholesome. And what did I get? Crying, and more crying. Hate and crying. So thanks for that one, Doctor Who. Didn't help at all, making it easier to get into the next episode next week. The episode itself, I really liked. I really did like it. By the way, with the mentioning of Rise Like a Phoenix from the Doctor in the end there, like already throughout the whole episode, I already felt the similarities to the Eurovision Song Contest. But at the end there, they kind of like told me, yes, this is what we went for. This is what we tried to achieve. So I was very, very right about the theme of this episode. And I really liked the execution so freaking much. I am a fan of the Eurovision Song Contest, even though in the last years it's gotten a bit like politics heavy. It's always been like that. And we all know the ratings have always been politics heavy. However, within those last years, with those wars, like the one Ukraine-Russia war and Israel and Gaza and all of that, I don't want to go in too deep, but all of that has changed my perception of Eurovision because of the fact like how they handled that. Because my point of view is that politics in a song contest shouldn't play any role. The singers who are on stage are not responsible for the actions of the leaders of their country, and we should just accept the Eurovision Song Contest for what it was when it was created back then, as a chance to unite, as a chance to get together, and as a chance to celebrate something beyond politics, which is art, which is singing and just having fun together and forget the world for an evening. And unfortunately, since politics have sunken deeper and deeper into our lives over the last years, and it's reached the Eurovision Song Contest, and it's gotten almost unbearable. Like 2 years ago and last year, it was horrible to watch everything that was going on behind the scenes. It was horrible. Where did I want to go with this? All of a sudden I went on a ramble about the Eurovision Song Contest when actually it's about the episode. I'm sorry for that. I don't know where I wanted to go there. Yeah, but I guess since this episode was produced, that's my point. Right. Okay. I'm back. Since that episode was produced either 2024, 2025, early, I forgot about it, I'm sorry. Already at least one of those song contests had happened where politics intervened into the song contest. So I guess that is actually where the idea for this episode was born, due to the fact that the writer of this episode maybe felt the same. And he wanted to show how he felt about that with this episode. He explained his feelings within writing, like while writing this episode, which is really, really cool. Because you see how politics got involved into a song contest, which it actually, there shouldn't be a place for it that evening. And after everything had happened and people were back, there was still the message of that one singer who just wanted to get the message out there of all the bad that is happening or had happened on her planet, but they put it into a song. They send their message via a song, which is what this song contest is for. It's not about what's going on behind the scenes. It's what goes on stage, and you can send your message through the art that you create. That is how it's supposed to be. And the rest of the audience is supposed to either have fun or be touched by the art that is shown on stage and nothing else. It made me really, really, really angry last year when certain people on stage were booed or almost off the stage. I'm still angry about that. I don't want to go into that because like no one deserves that. None of those artists deserves that from either country. And no, I'm not going into this. No. Hot waters, don't want to enter those. Let's talk about the episode. I'm sorry. I loved how it was portrayed in the episode perfectly. The feelings that I had, and also the way they talked about, and they also addressed it, the doctor addressed it, when he said, everything that you just did had nothing to do with revenge. That wasn't the reason, even though you are saying it was, but you just wanted to kill people. You just went in for the kill. It wasn't about the cause. And that's exactly what I said when I said, if it was for the cause, why didn't you just deliver the message to the people? Why? What? How does it make sense to kill innocent beings, innocent entities, in order to get your message across? To whom, if everyone's dead? It wasn't about revenge. It was about killing, like the doctor said. And I really like that. Also, something else that we have to address is the way the doctor behaved in this episode, torturing people. We've seen that before with the doctor. And it's interesting. I really hated when he started kind of explaining, and we saw the picture of the lady like right there in the end of the episode when Belinda asked him. And he's like, yeah, by the way, there's this thing, but, and then we were sitting in front of the screen, we're like, oh my gosh, is he gonna tell? And then he's like, yeah, no, everything's fine, la, 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 la. And I'm like, why can't we talk about this? I want to know I know we do this because next week there's gonna be a finale, and this is probably gonna be a part of it. So we don't want to spoil it. But I hate that. I just hated, because that is the reason why the doctor completely freaked out and started torturing that guy. And you could see it in his eyes even. You could see it in his eyes how he changed. He's really a great actor, really. And then Belinda enters the room, and all of a sudden she didn't even need to get close to him and hold him back. Like in a literal sense, like touch his shoulder and pull him back or something. She just entered the room and said one word. I don't know. kind of talked over it, so I couldn't hear what she said, or it was like 1 or 2 words. And in an instant, he snapped out of it and he's like, oh my gosh, what did I do? I don't know what it is, but it's interesting to see that this doctor again, after how he started his life. Do you remember when he crawled out of the David? That sounds weird. When they split into 2 people, and then do you still remember what he said to the David Doctor, and how he's like, yeah, you should stop carrying all of that weight, all of that, what's behind you. You should stop punishing yourself. You should just look into your future, be positive about things. You shouldn't let it get to you. That's how he started, light-hearted and really different than all the other doctors before him, because all of the other doctors were haunted by their past throughout. And at the start I thought, yes, this one's really, really different. But now, close to his end, to his possible end, he's just like them. Because at the end, like the Doctor, will never able to escape his past. It's always going to be in the back of his mind, haunting him. And sometimes, like in this episode, it needs a catalyst, it needs a trigger. But when it happens, it's like a trauma, you know. It's sleeping in the back of his mind, but then something happens in reality, and all of a sudden it's like a whole flashback. And then you just lose control over your thoughts, of your body. You just lose control because you are led by this trauma until somebody snaps you out of it again. Which is why you should, if you carry trauma, you should go see a therapist and work on that. Because if you don't, it's always going to come back and haunt you, like we've seen with the Doctor. So what he really needs is a really good therapist. He should have one as a companion. Oh my gosh. That would be such a cool idea. Think about it, what you could do with that. Ooh, Doctor Who people? Hello, BBC people? I've got a really crazy idea. How about having a therapist as Doctor's companion? And then she's gonna be one of those kind of funny but annoying people who travel with the Doctor and try to explain everything that they do and try to get behind all of it. And so we could like spill some of the tea that the Doctor is hiding when he's talking to the therapist companion of his. And we also could have really funny scenes in which she tries to explain why he's behaving in this and that way, and he's like annoyed by it, but he still kind of loves her because she's a really cool person. Oh my gosh, can we have that, please? That would be so cool, and something really completely different and fresh. Okay, if you don't write those episodes, I will. Okay, so I guess for now, it's everything that I have to say about the episode. Like, I am completely tired right now, and I just got up. It's like, oh well, I just got up. It's 2:45 on Sunday. I just got up at 12. And I'm hungry. I'm really hungry. I want to eat something. And I have lasagna. Yes, I have a lasagna. Oh. Okay. Don't want to annoy you or elongate. What does that word even mean? I heard it before. Making something longer, right? Sometimes my English is just at an A level, when sometimes it's at the D level. It just switches depending on how much capacity my brain has. And after watching this whole episode and doing the review, it turned from D to A. So I'd say let's get to the IMDb rating before it gets any worse. The episode is called the Interstellar Song Contest, and my rating for the episode would be an 8.6. 8.6, maybe even 8.7, because I really, really liked the episode. Let's make it 8.7. 8.7, okay. Let's see what the people think. Yeah, okay, typical IMDb rating. Oh, that's a really cool picture. Look at that. The Doctor floating. And by the way, oh my god. When he used a confetti cannon in order to shoot himself from one side of space to the other into the spaceship, like, that was hilarious. I really liked that. That was a funny scene. And I needed that in this episode with so much drama. We just needed those light moments in between. Just like the couple fighting about somebody being in their seats, and I adore them. I really adore them. So yeah, this was a really entertaining episode that gave me so freaking much. Also, it's very unusual that Doctor Who is talking about a topic that I'm familiar with and that I know so much about, like the Eurovision Song Contest or the Interstellar Song Contest. Not a history person that I have never heard before or that I have heard before, but I don't know what they really did back then, but something that I am familiar with, which is really, really cool. So I liked the episode very much and I'm looking forward to next week. Like on the one hand, I'm looking forward to it. And I know already that next week it's not going to be that bad. The probably really bad thing is going to happen like in 2 weeks from now. But it's going to be a hard one. Because, you know, I'm already sad. Sometimes when I click play or when I do the intro or the outro or something, it just feels like an era is about to end. And that already makes me sad. And I already want to cry. So I can't even imagine how I'm going to feel when I watch the first episode of the last finale for now, or even the second episode of the finale. And in addition to that, the Ncuti Doctor might change, who is one of my most favorite doctors of all time. Wow, I'm going to need tissues and mental support. Maybe you can tell me in the comments what could work. Maybe chocolate? I don't know. What would you recommend me to have while watching the finale? Dr. Hugh's gonna be there if I remember. To be honest, I don't know where he is at the moment because I kind of changed stuff and I put stuff in other rooms, so I don't know where I put him or her, but maybe I'm gonna find out. And what can you recommend me? What do I need for the finale other than tissues? And don't spoil me about how many tissues I will need because I'm gonna have packages over here and I don't want to know how many I will actually need. Maybe an oxygen supply, something, I don't know. What do I need in order to get through the finale? I will see each and every single one of you out there next week with first finale episode. I can't believe that. I wish you all the very best week, the very best weekend if you're watching this right when it airs, and I will see you next Saturday. Until then, have a nice day. Bye.